Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Jupiter Lita here, and today I'm going to talk about getting Onlook from the Sailor Moon followership. Now I know that I probably made this film before, but it is something that has been talked about and handled many times. So when you're on YouTube or any kind of website and there's followerships, folks who like or watch or are into the same thing you are. You want everyone in the followership to at least, if they don't love you, at least onlook you. And some do and some don't. Now I would want to say that in the Sailor Moon followership, I happened to get handled one or two ways. A, those who thought that I was those who thought that when it comes to being handled, you get handled one or two ways. First, by the gatherers, those who just they just own every single Sailor Moon thing ever made. Their whole room is filled up with every Sailor Moon thing made by Irwin and Bandai and Eastern Glee and all that stuff. These are the folks that got every single film and film disc. They got every shirt ever made. You wonder where they get all this gal from, for they can buy all this stuff from Amazon or Ideal or Overstock or eBay or Deal Dash, and even some websites you don't know about. But at the end of the day, these folks don't really show any of the love to any of the things they got. Oh, they show it off. They talk about it. It's in their room, but they are more like how do they get that bad? And you never get onlook from them. They never ever come to see you. They never ever say maybe one of them might, but a lot of them tend to stick to their own followership. It's almost if they're too good for you. Then you get handled at one or other two ways. Because the folks that do what I do, and there's very few of them that do, and they never seem to get the onlook. Then there's the Costa players, or self players, or clothing players, whatever you want to call these folks who make the clothing and then play, or clothing play as a self that they're going as. And these folks, it sobs onlook. You do onlook them because some of them had to make their own clothing themselves. But at the end of the day, they tend to stick to their own kind. They don't really seem to have anything to do with the other. And then there are ones like us. They play with dolls. They do doll shows. And they tend to be the ones that the Sailor Moon followership tends to, you know, not be so open minded to, not so onlooking to. And why is that? I never understood that. I mean, yes, I did get onlook from folks in the Sailor Moon followership, like Michael Loggy86 when he was on YouTube, or Nick2121 when he was on YouTube, or, from CK Smith 08 and his mini websites, when he was watching my films, and Omen Boy and his many YouTube fairways over the years, and Megan Pustermacher. But beyond that, there isn't really too many folks out there that have been so, friendly. In the early days of YouTube, well, this is saying just being on in the Sailor Moon followership, there were folks that would, scave and say, oh, you are besmirching Sailor Moon. You're not taking Sailor Moon earnest. Yeah, those folks from the followership that want everything to be the way that it was drawn, the way that it was show played, the way everything. They want everyone to follow it that way. They behave as if they're upholding the law or some oversight. And if they see you're doing anything that's not the same as them, then they'll be angry with you. Yeah, I have had folks tell me that I was wrong for my take on Sailor Moon, or wrong for doing this, or wrong for doing that. You know, at one time, the Sailor Moon fan dubber, well, she's no longer on YouTube anymore, but she gotten angry once and thought that Sailor Earth, Ernest being Sailor Earth, was some call I was to slight Naiko Takaguchi, or however you say her name, when it was no when that was no near from the truth at all. But she believed it. You know, how the hell that could be slighting Naiko Takaguchi is beyond me, but I don't know. It's what she thought. So yes, I would say that I do get Onlook from the Sailor Moon followership, but it comes, and there's going to be folks that say, "Oh well, you really don't truly know these folks." Well, that's true. You never truly know anyone. He's in both on and off the interweb, unless they're a near friend or a kin of some kind. Well, classmate, I guess. But anyway, at the end of the day, yeah. But I did get on look from some of those out there, but didn't get on look from others. You know? So it would be yes and no. But mostly these days, um, you know, mostly these days I do get on look from for folks being a Sailor Moon followership. Sorry for clearing my throat, but it's something that happens. It used to be sneezing, used to be coughing, now it's just clearing my throat. Wish I got no runner lead over, it just happens. So anyway, so um so before I end this film, it's gonna tell sorry. Before I end this film, I am gonna talk about something that you know something that did, or I believe did happen. Sorry for clearing my throat. Just keep on clearing my throat. I'm sorry about this. So anyway, I'm going to talk about something that, did happen once. So, a long time ago, I was told, and this mostly, that I was besmirching Sailor Moon. I wasn't taking it earnest. I was Al Lankabitching it, which is not true at all. And then some folks out there will think that your take or your thought on it is wrong and you're not taking it earnest. Or some out there might might say, oh, I know more about the show than you do. I've had that. I have had someone say that, oh, well, I know more about the show than you do. And those kind of folks. These are the ones that, they know everything about the show and they're ready to tell you you're wrong about every single thing about it. And I've had folks, someone on Learbook tell me that I was wrong about what I thought about this and wrong about that. Well, I might not know every single thing about the show, but I know a lot about the show for someone who has only been watching the show since 2008 YL knows a lot about it. And need be, I didn't be watching, I didn't been a follower of the show since between 95 YL. For folks in the settled lands and the wanted Reichs, between 92 YL for everyone in Dawnland and whatever. But I know a lot, And need be, my take on Sailor Moon's not the same take as everyone else's take on it, but it is what it is. Oh, and before I end this film, you'll get folks out there that will tell you, oh, you like this, you like the wrong Sailor Moon. Yeah, you like Deacon Cloverway and Renaissance Atlantic, that Sailor Moon. Oh, well, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you watch that. You need to watch Toei with the words. You need to watch the Viz one, which I have been doing since I've been done with the Deacon Cloverway one. But at the end of the day, I'm as much as a Sailor Moon follower as the next man or woman. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching this film. And if you like this film, follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life, which the handle's the same thing. And watch the last film we made yesterday over here with Sailor Mars. Scathing Unjun Kim. I, Sailor Jupiter Lita, hope you like this film. Bye.